after my recent deep run in the WPT main event. I've been asking questions I never thought I would ask before.
I have bad news, but I also have good news. Bad news, yes, ICM is complex, yet the good news, there are a lot of ways where we can simplify.
I've been watching content I never thought I would watch again.
So basically the way ICM works is you say each player's probability of winning the tournament is equal to their percentage of chips in play.
I've been learning the art of the 5 big blind stack.
I'm Phil Hellmuth. For many players, managing a small stack at a tournament table can be a scary and frustrating experience. Yeah.
That's right, the tournament bug has hit me, and I'm officially addicted.
You need to understand that everything you do at the poker table conveys information.
But I will not waste another day not knowing how to play tournaments pre-flop.
I started my career with $10 and I turned it into millions of dollars by becoming one of the best in the world.
How old I was, 27, 28,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm playing, 50, 100,000 blinds.
Today I'm going to take you through the final table trainer with GTO Wizard. Shout out to GTO Wizard, we love those guys. Comment below, I'm going to choose one person who's going to win a free subscription to GTO Wizard AI for a month. Comment below, tell me why you should win. I'm going to pick one random person. Let's get into the video. We're grinding GTO Wizard final table trainer. They just got some new MTT ICM solutions at the final table, all different stack sizes, all different players. So we got a very simple drill set up here, a final table drill. Pretty much any pre-flop action, any average stack, any number of players. It's just gonna put you in a bunch of different situations with all the different hands. And yeah, gonna just get you versatile. I figure if I do this for at least 10,000 times, then I'll be pretty good at the final table. That's my plan. So here, well, we got a big stack. I think we're just gonna call, kind of mixes. I've noticed that this ace-jack offsuit, most of the time it's pretty indifferent. So there it was indifferent, pretty much kind of go either way. Maybe it would depend on the player. Maybe it would depend on my mood. Maybe it would depend on how I'm feeling. Maybe it would depend on if I thought they were a little looser than average. Here, I'm just going to fold ace deuce suited. So this keeps your little hot streak. I love a good hot streak. I'm trying to run this up. Let's go. Let's go. So sometimes if I'm doing this drill, I might take out the bad hands here. I'm going to call pure queen jack offsuit. So it's just pre-flop, and then if you want to practice post-flop, you got to set up some other situations. You got to more set up like a specific situation. Jack 8 suited. I think this is the threshold. Jack 9 suited. Usually you're going to want to open. It feels like with the wizard. Wizard really likes Jack 9 suited. Jack 10 suited. King 10 offsuit. I'm going to fold this one. Usually King 10 suited likes to call final table. King. I think we just go 5 with that. Usually they like to shove. They like to shove with this like kind of weird range where the top of the range is a small raise with like a mix of some really random like offsuit aces or something like that. And then they're going to shove the hands that are sort of like middle tier. So it's kind of fascinating way. They just shove that and that's how they're kind of mixing their size. Whereas most people might just go all in there. Most people might just say, okay, I'm shoving my entire range. The wizard kind of has a small raise and then a big raise strategy. So I don't know if you want to do that. King 3, I'm going to call this one. You can call or go all in. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't really understand that spot quite yet. Small blind versus big blind's kind of very confusing. This hand, I don't know. I think we just raise this one here. Obviously, we don't want him to shove, but so we got a little streak going. 32. Let's go. 30 minutes, GTO Wizard, final table trainer. Let's just play, see what we learn. So right now I'm looking for my weak spots. I'm saying, what am I maybe not understanding? What am I missing? What am I getting wrong? Am I getting wrong a spot all the time? Then I know I got to lock in on that size. King 6 suited. What do you think? 68. I mean, I kind of like playing this hand. I wouldn't be surprised if they fold it, but I'm going to call. Yeah, it's kind of indifferent between call, 3-bet, or fold. I think I kind of like calling more. I'd rather have a strategy on the button where I am calling a little bit more. So I don't necessarily mind. I don't mind 3-betting that. I don't mind folding that. I was kind of accurate about it, but they did ding me for that, so they don't like that idea. 7-4 off 40, going to defend that pure. Pretty much defending most suited hands. Ace 8 offsuit. Kind of ace 10 offsuit is your threshold before you got to start making some other decisions, it seems like. Nine, 3. Queen, deuce. Yeah, a lot of these hands are just pretty much pure folds from most positions, unless you're like in the big blind or unless you're in the button, unless you got like a really big stack. Then you start, you know, going down to the queen deuce suited, or like small blind versus big blind shove ranges too here. I'm just going to defend pretty much most of this queen 8 offsuit plus, queen 7 offsuit plus. Off 40 with the ante, they like to defend pretty wide. Ace 3. I guess you could 3-bet this sometimes. Yeah, it does mix this in for our 3-bet bluffs on the button. It's kind of interesting. It's not really a cash game thing where you put in the ace offsuit low card to your mixed 3-bet range, but so that's something to pay attention to. Big blind reshoves. I pretty much want like ace jack or ace queen suited. I think final table you want like ace queen suited plus there. Ace jack suited threshold. Ace 10 I think is just a no-go. This guy's gonna be raising a little bit wider, I believe, so we can just reshove this. You pretty much reshove in our 8. You can't really go wrong. I mean, it's kind of all, even if you want to call, doesn't seem like you're really gonna be leaking that much. Obviously, you gotta be knowing what to do post flop. So if you're good at moving and grooving post flop, maybe call in might be a little bit better option with certain hands. 10-3, I'm gonna fold this one. Jack 9. So if I got a problem with a certain stack size, I might just limit it to 1 stack size. I might limit it to, you know, right now it's kind of 7 players. It's 3 players. It's here I'm going to limp, I believe. Yeah, I want you to go all in. Yeah, I was thinking like, to me, I mean, I don't know. I'm just gonna call. Like I'm not gonna go all in with this, even though I know that it's GTO to go all in with it. I'm just not gonna do that here. I'd probably go all in with the 6-3. Yeah, I really got to work on 3-handed because I feel like my range might be a little bit too wide for the small blind for 10 BB. Because in some spots, they're just hammering it home. Any suited hands, or am I just going to shove all in? That's definitely a spot I know I got to work at. Heads up is a spot I'm going to be focusing on a lot too. So I feel like for the most part, when you're studying 8-handed, you're like every hand is 8-handed until you get to the final table. So, I mean, if you've already put in a lot of 8-handed work with your ranges and built your strategy, then you're really trying to figure out a strategy to make it down to the final table, and then the final table, and then ICM, your strategy can kind of change a little bit. That's what it seems like, at least to me. People can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm learning and I'm moving. I mean, I've played a little bit of tournaments in the past, but not really. Obviously, I've thought about them a lot. King 10. I'm going to do that one and then fold this to the 3-bet. I mean, what I've noticed is I've played so many hands with the Wizard, like 160k moves, that when I go play live cash games, it's almost unbelievable that you're able to play it for money. Because like I've played this same spot like sometimes like 50,000 times. Maybe I played this spot 50,000 times. And I'm playing against this guy from like Iowa, and like, how can that guy have an edge over me in that spot? Like, how is it possible that this could be, I get to recreate this moment I played 50,000 times with the Wizard for real money? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of shocking. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. And then it works. Like, that's one thing I've been noticing lately is like the Wizard and the trainers, like they really work. So I'm also getting coaching from some of the best players. So they've really been teaching me what I got to know, how I got to think about things. You know, a really combination of a lot of study on YouTube and study, just like listening to all these podcasts and just hearing what the best players got to say. Talking to coaches helps out so much too, though. I mean, that's been like, it's probably like been the number one growth hack for me, is just being able to get coaching on how the Wizard works, get coaching on how GTO works, get coaching on how think about exploits a little bit better, get coaching on how to build your pre-flop and flop strategies, and then basically, you know, now I'm working on turn and river. I'm kind of like, that's like the ultimate level of mastery, is to be able to really understand how to play GTO on the turn and on the river. I think here we can just like ship in this guy's face, and he's got to fold a lot with this guy with the 19. So with that ace-5 suited, they kind of like that to work that in as one of the bluffs. 10-4. Yeah, like I said, my plan is really do like 10,000 of these I'm gonna do 10,000 hands of this, and then I'm gonna be the pre-flop master. I mean, how can you not at least get a better understanding of this stuff? And then work with coaches, and the coaches kind of let you know, a lot of these videos, I mean, these coaches are so good. It's kind of unbelievable that there's so much free content out there where it's like the best players in the world basically just breaking down pre-flop, breaking down how to think about it, breaking down the exploits, breaking down their mindset that they're going into it with. They're talking about what are they focusing on, what are they thinking about, how are they maintaining that high level of focus. So it's pretty insightful to just listen to the best players all day long and then try to embody that way you think about your game or you put into your game, and then sort of say, okay, well, how do I become that kind of player or whatever? So it is interesting to think about. I'm not sure how serious I really want to get with it again, but I used to be like living and dying serious. Oh my God, poker is da-da-da-da-da. And now if you like really know how to play all these spots, then it could be an addicting idea to say, why don't I go play for real money? But I'm really trying to stay away from gambling a lot. Acceptable, 87, let's go. Okay, I mean, let's change the setting up here a little bit. Let's go versus 3-bet. Now this one is always annoying to me. Versus 3-bets are pretty challenging. So this is something you got to master is versus 3-bet, because you're going to keep getting 3-bet. These guys 3-bet you so much. So king, queen offsuit. I think in position I'm going to call that one pretty pure. And just doing some call-in, doing some... this one I think ace-10 suited plus, ace-9 suited plus is acceptable. It kind of mixes 4-bet or call. I think this is pure call. Ace-queen offsuit. Ace-jack suited, pure call. I should be pretty good at this one because this is like pretty, it's not too different, I'd say, from maybe how cash games might work in some situations in terms of just, the good hands, and, you got to put money in when you got a certain hand, like ace king, you got to go all in. Queens and kings and aces, you got to go all in. So like these other fringe hands are the ones that, I really understand. So this guy 3-bets, I'm just going to go all in with ace king. That's the thing, that's the thing about ace king is you can really just often go all in with ace king. So this one versus 3-bet, definitely got to master. And then on the other hand, you got to know how to wield the 3-bet. Once you know how to wield the 3-bet, then you start 3-betting people that don't know how to handle dealing with 3-bet. 17, I hate this. I hate this min raise. I hate when they do this. All in with aces. Let's go. Lock in. 10-9 offsuit. Ace-jack. I think this is... I hate this in ace-jack. This is threshold. I'm going to call. It's kind of 0.39. I mean... Ace-queen it calls, ace-jack it folds, so it's all good. Ace-jack offsuit really is one of those hands. It just doesn't always make sense. Ace-10 offsuit, ace-jack offsuit. King-queen suited is kind of another one of those hands for me too. Jacks, I mean, these are all pretty easy decisions. Queen-10 for 30. Usually want to have like ace-queen suited. This one versus that big raise, I'm just going to fold. This one is dicey. I'm probably just going to call. I don't want to 4-bet and then get 5-bet and have to fold, or... This one in an 82, you probably can't go wrong just going all in here. Tens is on that threshold where it kind of doesn't mind a little bit anything. I'm going to fold ace-10. Ace-10 suited, I'd probably call. And ace-king, calling pure. King-10 offsuit. King-10 suited, I would call. And maybe sometimes use that as a bluff. Ace-7, fold. Ace-10 offsuit. In position, I'm still going to fold versus the min raise with that short stack size. Versus the reshove, folding, king, queen. I'm going to fold this stack size. Yeah, king, queen offsuit. Really, the hand doesn't make a lot of sense to me. This hand, I think it's like you could go all in or fold this one. Yeah, I mean, you kind of go anything. 7 seems like it's on that threshold of hand. 8s is on the threshold. This one with the bigger stack, I'm going to call. So yeah, you got to master this drill. I feel like this drill, if you can master this drill, then you basically... are going to be a straight killer at the table, because you're just going to know how to defend these 3-bets, and everybody knows getting 3-bet is super annoying. Nobody wants to get 3-bet every hand, so you got to know how to at least think about it pre-flop, and then, obviously post-flop, that's a whole other mystery altogether. So, but there's a lot of drills for those too. This drill is focusing on pre-flop. Actually, I don't know. I gotta really learn. I'm still really learning. So This is me learning with you. You guys have any suggestions for any drills, any ideas, let me know. H-Jack, oh, I'm going to fold this one six-handed. Kings, I think I'm doing pretty well against the first 3 bets, though. This doesn't seem that difficult. Ace, queen suited, going to call. Probably should go all in or call. Queen 9 suited, yeah. I mean, this is a hand. This is a really weird hand. It likes calling 3 bets with queen 9 suited. And then sevens, I think is a mix. I'm going to call in a 77. You can call, you can go all in, you can fold. So it is a mix. And this guy's all in for 2 more. So what I'm looking for typically here, I don't think we can call with the like, there's like a, with these other sizes like that, I think we just got to fold that. King, queen offsuit is a mix once again. You can go re-raise or fold. Eights, I think we could call or go all in here. Yeah, call or go all in or fold. Yeah, though pocket pairs, they're really confusing. I got to really try to... I feel like pocket pairs is something you got to be really acquainted with as a tournament player, because those are kind of going to be your threshold hands that can kind of go either way. So you got to figure out some other reasonings for maybe what you're doing. Ace king. The good thing about ace king, you just know you always go all in with that hand, and the tournament hand right here, ace king, bam, all in. You know, hit them with the all in. Then they call and you lose and you drive home and you wonder why the fuck you did that. Ace 5. Yeah, I'm loving this drills. These are super fun to learn. Let's see, 84. Question is, do we ever go all in here? If we ever go all in on an 84, we should just go all in. I'm gonna go all in. It doesn't want us to go all in. I want you to do what? 12 instead of all in? I don't know. I don't get it. Ace king suited. No, I meant all in. I'm gonna take that back. I really meant all in. Why would I ever call? The thing is, like, calling also this one. Okay, we can't call 8s. What's our range for this one? Interesting. Our range is 10s plus. Is it because there's an 8 here, a 14 there, a 10 there, a 17 there? Okay. I mean, we're flipping anyway. Yeah, he wins. Okay. So I'm looking for any obvious holes in my game right now. You know, I'm already seeing them, right? I'm seeing them, the pairs. The pairs I don't really know. The king queen offsuit I don't really know. The 4-bet bluffs I don't necessarily really know. So there are, you know, you can kind of see the limitations of my decisions right now. And then here I'm going to go all in. So ace queen offsuit, you know, that's a hand you got to really like figure out the right hands to turn the gas on with ace queen offsuit. So ace queen offsuit, king queen offsuit, ace jack offsuit, ace jack suited, ace 10 suited, 10s, 8s, 9s, 7s, 6s. I think you just got to really spend a lot of time with those hands. For the most part, with these other hands, you kind of just know that as long as you get the money in somehow pre-flop. If you get the money in pre-flop somehow with a really good hand, like you're all good. Like here, ace queen. If you get all in here with ace queen, sometimes they're gonna have king queen. Like it's all good. Sometimes they're gonna be flipping, and then you know. That's all good too. Here with king jack, it really likes to do that king jack suited all in, which I'm not really used to that. That's kind of unusual. Because king jack suited is typically not a hand that you would do that with. What is going on here? I'm gonna fold ace suited, so it does like to go call with that. Very marginal though. Very marginal to me. So once again, okay, so now I see a weakness, ace 8 suited. Kind of all the hands that aren't the best hands, like kings, right? How do you mess up kings? You just go all in. Aces, you don't mess up aces. You just put your money in. Queens, you put the money in. Jacks, you know, you almost put the money in most of the time, depending on what the setup is. Most times you're not going to be that deep. Queen jack suited wants you to fold, so I might call. You know, I like this hand a lot, but ace 8, I think we call this one. Nope, full call. Ace 8 offsuit. Okay. Ace jack, first to 3-bet. No, I want you to go all in. Okay. I feel like these are tricky ones. Ace 4 suited, I want you to not call. I want you to go all in. Against the short stack. Okay. Pocket 6s. Probably call or go all in. Aces, I want you to raise 11, not go all in. I don't mind just going all in. All right, I'm going to try this one out. Short stack, race first in. Basically, it's going to be kind of hopefully push fold spots where this is going to be, I mean, this is definitely not a short stack. Hold on a second. I'm going to go average stack 10, and I'm going to do some where we are the short stack. So this might be a common scenario that we're going to find ourselves in where we're just going to be at the final table, have no chips, need to know when to go all in. This is something that I think you're going to find in, you know, faster structures as well too. So this is something that I've been wanting to spend some time on as well, kind of just getting to know, comfortable with these ranges. You know, I might go and say, okay, you know, a lot of times, so a lot of times you got to like really figure out, okay, what do you want to work on? Because I'd say with this one, we might want to do a little bit deeper stacks. So we might say we want to be the shortest stack at about a 20 big blind table, and then we really want to just focus on some really good hands. So let's kind of move this up to say top 38% of hands. It's going to give us, so we can be a little bit more honed in on what we're going for, a little bit tougher spots. So pocket fours, under the gun, final table. I'm just going to fold. It usually likes you to have like, I think like 8s plus. Queen jack offsuit, 10 BB. I'm just going to ship. King 9 offsuit with the 5 in there. I'm going to ship again. Once it's not to ship, so looks like King 10 offsuit's probably like the threshold there. Ace 6 going to fold. Aces, I'm going to min raise. King 7 suited going to fold. And then if this one becomes too easy, then sometimes I might. This Queen 6. I think this might be a fold. Yeah. I used to always want to shove that hand. Ace 8 offsuit. I think this is a fold. It isn't a fold. It's kind of the threshold. Ace 5 all in. Pocket 10s all in. So this is going to be a test of the short stack. So this is something that I feel like you're going to be finding yourself in pretty often if you're at a final table, is you got to understand these short stack ranges. So I'm trying to work out a little bit short stack. I'm trying to work on some deeper stack. I'm trying to work at the final table, all the different stages of the tournament. So this one is going to be very final table focused. King 5 suited, yeah. 4 big blinds. Got to know your 4 big blind strategy. King 3 suited, I'm just going to call. Yeah, as a deep stack cash game player, this is all very foreign to me, trying to move and groove with this small stack size. So I don't really understand it too well, but it's a challenge I'm trying to take on. And I think if I just do it for like ace queen suited all in there, I mean, I don't mind that. I don't think it's that out of line. Ace 4 offsuit with 4 BB. It doesn't really seem like it's that out of line to do a lot of things here. I mean, maybe there are some like, you know, king queen suited there. Is it that bad to go all in versus just min raise? I mean, is it that really that wrong? Maybe it is. That's what we got to find out. Maybe someone knows. So this one we can see that this size we're having some more issues. I'm gonna fold queen jack. Just seems like I'm playing too many hands. I mean, I guess I just got to fold a lot of these offsuit hands. They don't really like the offsuit hands at all. And then raise, I mean, this is still 0.4. It's not that out of line. Maybe with this 5 over there size, they don't want us to do that. King 10. A6. Queen 9 offsuit. Seems like an easy fold. Ace jack offsuit. So ace jack offsuit, they make it 2 and not all in. Interesting. We're just getting all these wrong. Yeah, I've never tried this one before, so this one is kind of me learning in real time. Usually I just play all cash games, so cash game pre-flop, I try to do like 500 in a row, get 500 in a row, right? So pre-flop is really easy to get better at. You just got to spend a bunch of hours doing it. Like aces here all in, I don't know. I mean, you know, I used to think that there's some plays in cash game Hold'em where I used to think the same thing, and then once I learned more about the game, a lot of the nuances of the sizes started to make a lot more sense. So right now I'm in like this discovery mode where I'm trying. I mean, everything's not a big mistake, so it's just like queen 6 there. It does make sense to just wait for a better hand. I mean, why not just wait for a better hand? That's kind of the thing I'm trying to learn more about is, you know, at what point in time do you wait for a better hand? Okay, so it doesn't like going all in at this 13. It likes you to just min raise. All right, let's lock in. Let's see what we can do here. King deuce. Tens, even tens goes 5.5. It doesn't make sense. Ace 8 in the cutoff. I think that's always all in. Ace 9 offsuit in the cutoff. Min raise. And then fold to the shove. Ace 6. I'm going to go all in with that one. Try to get him to fold. Jack 10. Jack 10 I'm going to ship to. Ace queen with that side. I'm going to ship again. Queen 9. I'm going to ship again. Yeah, when I first started learning these ranges, this was like, dude, come on, bro. What the fuck is with this thing? I can't just shove with kings. Come on. What are we doing here? I can't just shove with ace king suited. What are we doing here? Come on. You get penalized for that? Get out of here. Nice suited. No, I'm finally getting the hang of the small blind. I was didn't really like going all in a small blind versus the big blind, but now I'm starting to love going all in with the small blind versus the big blind. Starting to get the hang of it. It's like riding a car. Now I picked the wrong. Now it's not min raise. Okay, got it. Now see, that's the thing about this. Now it fold. What? Okay, all right. Okay, I'm on a line. I'm on a line. The guy got 7. I mean, I'm right. The guy's got A7. What are we doing here? What are we doing in this game? 30 minutes with the wizard, almost done. So we see some work that we got to do. We're identifying the work that we need with the short stack. Become one with the short stack. So this is our challenge. Become a final table wizard of all different scenarios, all different stack sizes. Dominate heads up. Dominate whatever this whole what is going on? Min raise? What the heck is... Don't tell me we got to fold this ever. We do got to fold 44%. What? They got kings. What's going on? I miss cash games right now. Dude, come on. Tell me, why are you going to give me the red flag? Why not? Why would I make it 3? Can anyone explain that? Why would I make it 3? King 5 suited. No, we got to... What? I don't believe this at all. Like, what are we waiting for? All right, we're on a hot streak. Let's go. We're getting the hang of this. Yeah, I've never done this before. This one before, so this one is like brand new. It's actually kind of fun getting some wrong sometimes. 10-9 suited. I'm gonna fold that one. No, come on, dude. What are you talking about? I'm not busting with 10-9 suited. No way. No chance. Queen 10 off. I'm not busting with... no, I'm not busting with Queen 10 offsuit. I'm folding that one. I refuse to go out with queen. What would Phil Hellmuth do? He would fold queen 10 offsuit. He would not put 12 BB in with queen 10 offsuit. Come on. Eights. Don't tell me we do some min raise thing here. 5.5. What is with the 5.5? I think there's some sort of like meta behind doing that. All right. Queen 10 offsuit. We know now. We know all in. True progress. Okay, needs work. So now we know that one we're going to need some work on. So that's exactly what I would do. That's exactly how I would train. I would just go through the different scenarios. I basically do all these ones. I mean, that's my plan, to do all these ones, figure out how to do big stack, mid stack, short stack. So whatever the drill is for you, if you want to try these, I'll put the link in the description with more in terms of how you can choose them. And yeah, if you got the Wizard subscription, go to wizard.com, GTOWizard.com/Joey. 10% off on the first purchase. And yeah, let me know. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you have any suggestions. Let me know if you have any insights. Appreciate it. Much love. Take care.